Don't you all think that every single problem in the world could be solved with a hand job or a blow job?
I knew you was gonna say something
Or,
like that.
or if prostitution was legal, if prostitution was legal, porn was legal, so many wars wouldn't happen just because there's so much sexual oppression throughout the world, throughout the millennia. You know what I'm saying? All these problems could have been solved.
Wars start by two things, Phil.
What's that?
Religion and men.
From pen to pen, the state again. Podcasting crew, Gen to Gen, let's go. Yeah, Gen to Gen. Podcasting, know we at it again. Past the future, always here for the win. We hold it down, the movement will never end. Yeah, Gen to Gen. Podcasting, know we at it again. Past the future, always here for the win. We hold it down, the movement will never end.
I thought y'all was taking your tank tops off.
I think all of us. Did anybody check the weather before they left the house?
It's 55.
Y'all got on.
Women always come prepared.
Where did y'all even get windbreakers from?
It's 55.
I didn't even know it's 55 is not cold though.
It's cold as shit.
That is cold. 55 is cold.
I forgot y'all ladies.
I got this rain.
You guys are ladies.
I'm already cold, bitch. I don't need no ice.
Come on now.
I don't even know what that means. So I pull the shoulders out. Okay.
You see them?
We're gonna do I'm gonna do a little shoulder.
You guys are attractive young ladies.
Shut up, Jerry.
Okay, I try to give y'all some love.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Gen to Gen. I am your host, Jeremy Just Black Davis. This is a new year, they say, apparently. This is the death of TikTok is upon us. They banned Pornhub, and people are setting Tesla trucks on fire. It's going to be a wild year, I guess, man. We're going to talk about New Year's resolutions, what's it all mean, and whatever else we get into. You know, I like to talk about sex, so hopefully we can slide that in, because I'll be trying to slide that in. But anyway, welcome back to Gen to Gen. I am your resident millennial. My name is Jeremy Just Black Davis. I always have beautiful women with me. I have our resident millennial, Frankie.
What's up, y'all?
Frankie
It's your
with
girl,
this.
Frankie.
Frankie, why you look mad?
Did I look mad?
Yeah.
Bitch.
She looked mad. and of course we have her demeanor, 20 years a senior, but she is a Gen Z, the beautiful Laser Lay. Laser got the shoulders out.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
Lay be high, man. She be high. Lay be high as shit. And then so to fill out the cast, because Tiandra, I guess, couldn't make it. She out there doing Gen Z stuff. I met this girl on another podcast. She sells sex toys, so I bought my girl's butt plugs from her on overkink.com. But tell the people your name.
My name is Jamie.
Oh, she's shy. Oh.
He's so happy.
You know, women who sell butt plugs be shy as hell. That's crazy, right?
I need
You
one.
sell butt plugs?
I need like two.
I've never even.
No.
thought
You never had a butt plug?
No.
You ain't into
girl.
like double penetration?
Oh my God.
Next, that subject. It's too early. It's
Okay,
too
my
damn
bad.
Early.
Take-
we
take-
talking about a resolution.
Take a shot. That's my resolution.
You
Is
got
more
code for one? More butt plugs?
more women who like butt plugs.
Whatever.
Hey, but I'm happy for you guys to be here. I'm happy for you to see you guys. I haven't seen you guys since last year. Phil hit the bump.
You the first person to say it. You welcome. You welcome.
Actually, have it too. See.
Hey, but how was you guys' Christmas and then New Year's?
Christmas for me was beautiful. I got to spend it around. I felt like I was around my nieces and nephews and anybody who know me. That's my thing. I was emotional for no reason, but I was mainly happy, but I was emotional because I got to just be around all my babies and my family, and my sister cooked. I ate. Yup. And New Year's was beautiful. I just brought it in at home where I wanted to be.
What about you, Lay?
I just spent time with my family. I think I really enjoyed it the most. And then I got to sleep, like
Come on, sleep.
peacefully sleep. I love sleeping.
I don't know why you act like you're a 38-year-old woman.
Yeah. What the hell?
Not that I just love sleeping. Like New Year's, I
cannot
woke up at
sleep.
1:05. Like, damn, I missed it.
Give me your birth certificate.
Oh, I was so
And I don't sleep at
tired.
all.
I was smacked. Like I had to go to sleep.
That's the story of your life. That's how your stories always end. Jay, how was your holidays?
My Christmas was fine. I think for New Year's I did the same thing. I probably smoked around 10:30. I was like, I'm gonna take a nap, and I woke up at 12:57. So
It was here. We made it.
We made it.
Yep.
That's not how you guys are supposed to spend your New Year's. You have to,
Did y'all enjoy yourself?
I did.
I think it's a lot of people who enjoyed themselves being inside this year. I don't think nobody. I think it's important on New Year's to do exactly what you want to do, not because it is the catchy thing to do, to be under a ball, to be out in a club. Do exactly what you want to do. And if it is being out in a club, I just know one year I spent my New Year out in a club, and it was many years ago, and I told myself it was so unfulfilling.
Take my ass home.
It was just unfulfilling because I would rather feed into myself that day, and I just felt like I was around random. I was with my friends, but I also was around just a random lot of people. Who is these people? Like, I just didn't like it.
I respect it. So before we get into New Year's and New Year's resolution and what that stuff all means, we like to start the show with hot topics, trending topics, whatever's in the news. And Lay texts me, or she texts the group chat.
Wait, latex.
I was like,
Well,
what?
shout out to Latex. I don't know what that is, but shout out to that. I guess apparently it's for safe people. But I live on the edge.
Stupid.
But
They ain't taking no jokes by her name.
no, but first of all, Malaysia's real name is cooler than her nickname. Her name's Malaysia.
I don't want people to know that.
Oh, my bad. You can blink that out there. Blink it out. But Lay in the group chat, she was like, "We going to the Civil War," and I was like, "What are you talking about?"
You did right there. I was like, damn.
Listen, I gotta warn everybody because y'all gonna be around here looking crazy when stuff pop off and you're not prepared.
Okay.
So I already know where I'm going. I already know who got guns. I already know who got food.
You got.
Oh, you already know
You got.
I know I'm going.
You got to explain it to us though. You can't. You see, that's what happened.
So I feel like we're going to Civil War because it's so obvious. First of all, when January 6th happened and those people bum rushed the Capitol, y'all should have known everything is free for all right then and there. Second of all, these two attacks that happened, one in New Orleans, the guy running his truck into people and killing them, him being American and citizen says a lot. He wasn't no foreigner. He didn't just sneak into the country. He's from here. It's people that live here that are tired of this shit and they ready to just pop off and do whatever.
I think,
but they respect because America don't respect us.
I don't even think it's just respect. I think that the shootings that are happening in New Orleans, where it was New York as well, 10 people, 11 people. I think it stems from a lot of people who are just angry at the way that society just continues to move forward, even through issues. Some people really get angry at the smile that people are carrying. Just because you carrying a smile and they pissed at the world right now, they gonna take people out. That's what I feel.
What happened in New York? You mentioned New York. What happened in New York?
I believe they killed, like it was a shooting.
That was just like a club shooting, though.
It was a club shooting, but it was like 10 people or something like that. And then also in New Orleans, the mayor said it was a terrorist attack. That's what he considered it. It was, but it was on Bourbon Street. You know what I'm saying? 11 people 11 or 10
15.
people got killed. What?
15.
It must have went up because when I looked at it online, it must have went up. When I looked online, yeah. So the mayor considered it a terrorist attack, and they have the FBI investigating or whatever. But overall, like, I feel like it's just, I don't know. I feel like it's a group of motherfuckers coming together and say we gonna unsettle these bitches because they ain't finna be comfortable. They ain't finna continue going out celebrating holidays, enjoying their weekends. Because whether y'all know it or not, people still going. Baby, people still going.
The same stuff they complain about, they are spending money and the money they swear they don't got. But people are tired. And even the dude in Colorado who rented a Cybertruck, put it in front of the Trump's building, he was sending a message. He didn't even try to kill nobody. He killed himself before the truck even blew up. He's sending a message. People are tired. So I'm pretty sure it's a group of people who got in a group chat and they ready to pop off on some shit.
That's what y'all think it's like a planned attack and people got unified and decided to do that?
Yeah, it's just like January 6th. It's the same thing.
You're thinking they're all breaking out and going around and causing mass destruction.
Yes, they put a
That's what
down.
I kind of said that too. I said that I feel like people are collectively coming together and saying, let's go out here and ruin this and ruin this.
But it's due. Is it not?
Yeah, you see what's happening with the guy who got killed. What's the one? The dude who killed the healthcare worker and the one he's nobody is sad. Nobody's upset.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't the healthcare worker. It was the president.
The president.
See, shout out to Luigi. Free the guys. But
that's what I'm talking about. Nobody's upset. Let's have a moment of silence for the man who died.
No.
Nah, but what'd you say, Phil?
No, but it's bigger than us, Nino, because his family is in the healthcare industry. So it's bigger than us. I don't know what kind of beef they got going on, but he went handle
Oh, you
that.
think it was
Luigi?
Italians don't play. You crazy.
He just like, he looking straight up. He's on trial. Everybody, they saying that if there was a jury, they don't believe that they're going to run it by a jury because they feel like they're not going to find him guilty. Or they're just going to...
It's too much social media.
It's not because they won't find him guilty. It's just that it's too high profile. It's hard to so a part of a jury is it's a jury of your peers, and they have to be as disconnected to the actual story as possible to do like a fair ruling.
And
so
and
it's too touchy. But to you guys' point though, I don't know if it's like a unified thing. I think it's just I think it's because
I think it's a result of the system.
you think so. You guys all on board with that?
Yeah.
I like black women being the conspiracy and this shit. I fuck
Black
with
folks
that.
ain't doing
Yo,
shit.
before we even went on air, Lay was talking about something even deeper than that.
What was it?
When it came to, hold on, I'll put myself
Don't make
on
me
camera.
forget now.
No, I'll remind you. So you were talking
we just
about
be talking.
these guys are all connected, but you even brought it up to like, hey, it could worked on drones, and that's been a whole thing that's been going on right now. So that could even be a huge cover up because the dude in New Orleans, they said they found an ISIS flag on his truck, but when you look back at the footage, you don't see a flag on the back of his truck. Anyway, I'll stop.
But when you go even deeper, ISIS was made by America, so that's neither
Obama.
here or there. Neither here or there. So it's like it almost feel like y'all
Anybody can have
setting
a
up an
flag.
attack. Y'all setting up people to attack us to start a civil war. And then y'all already have these idiots that swear they just so pro-America. They gonna jump in it anyway. It feel like y'all inciting stuff, and I don't like that.
MK Ultra.
I mean, to me, it sounds almost propagandic. So it's not like I think that because we have so much access to media that we hear about these things, but it's always been random protests about the government, and this is not like a new occurrence. It's just that we're privy to it now. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if it's a.
You don't feel like we was privy to it 5 years ago?
It's coming to a
not
head.
not to this extent where you can pick up your phone. Sometimes the news only reach the people in certain regions or demographics who watch the news. But with social media, the news is everywhere. Social media has become the news.
Hello, TikTok.
Social media
Goodbye,
been around
TikTok.
for quite more than,
Yeah,
social
but
media been going for a while.
Yeah, but it's not that it's been going for a while. It's just how it shifted to how people consume media. So social media used to be a social fun engagement thing, and now it's become a thing where people go to only get news from social media. They only get cliff notes.
Well, you know why though, Jeremy?
Why, Phil?
It's because the media has been so homogenized. Everybody's getting their news from the same source, and it's not
Absolutely.
authentic. So the social media apps that aren't regulated, a la TikTok, you actually get actual news of what's actually happening instead of what the media is telling you what's happening.
Absolutely. I mean, because the especially like broadcast media, like television, it's only ran by 7 different broadcast distributors.
3 now.
Three now.
There's
So
only 3.
Yeah. So I think I'll always say this about pretty much everything. The biggest danger to anything is the overcorrect. So when there's a monopoly on broadcasting media and it becomes like a propaganda based thing, and the overcorrect is us taking back the media and it going on social media, is we now only look to social media, or social media becomes paramount to how we receive the news or how we receive information. And so we have like a head, like you said, like you have a headline where you said the governor said it's a terrorist attack, which in reality, by definition, it is. But when people hear like terrorist attack, they think like Al Qaeda or ISIS.
I don't know if they're necessarily thinking that anymore.
When they say terrorist attack, they don't think of it in its simplest form, where it's really just a mass.
Anything to incite violence.
Right. And
I just see it as that now.
No.
Like, because
Nope.
terrorism,
Nope.
I see it as that now.
Nope.
When I see that violence is excited, I just like, okay, that's an angry person from America.
They
I don't
won't-
Why he
necessarily
saying
think it from-
no?
I'm saying no because the only reason why they classify this as terrorism is because it was a dark-skinned person with a Middle Eastern name. That's it.
Yeah, of course.
right. It's propaganda in its purest form. And instead of it being like a
And-
mass shooting, they use words like terrorist attack.
And it gives more credence to eliminate more of our freedoms.
Right. So y'all don't think they inciting a civil
But I
war?
do-
Like
well,
they're
I
making this up.
It is a terrorist attack in definition.
Yes.
But that doesn't take away from the fact that they don't name stuff like mass shootings as a terrorist attack. which
Because
it
when
is.
white people do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like there was a white guy who did the same exact thing. Do you remember? He ran over a bunch of people in a parade. Did they call it a terrorist attack? No, they called it he was a mental health situation.
But it's
Wait,
not-
I think they wanted to though. I
They
remember
wanted to,
that
but did they?
wanted to call him a terrorist and Luigi too.
Yeah.
But they
exactly,
wanted
so
to
that's
come-
the difference.
Yeah.
As far as Luigi, he's a white guy, but because it's against the corporations, he's being placed as a terrorist. But all these school shooters aren't terrorists.
Right.
But it
Happy New Year.
so
It's just who goes against the status, like who's actually going
When
against.
you gonna get some money, you a terrorist.
so
period.
so speaking of status quo, like so that we can move on from this and let's talk about something serious that's really near and dear to my
I
heart.
can't.
Because you about to get serious.
No, seriously, they banned Pornhub from Florida, man. And I don't like it. I don't like
Thing
it,
ain't
man.
logged in. Y'all know I ain't logged in.
Phil, could you go on Pornhub right now?
Pornhub is
You can
trash.
still log in if
You
you
really-
do content.
Yeah, you can.
If
But
you
there's
do
there's
content,
No, she know.
there's a video.
She sells sex toys. That wasn't a joke for the intro. She knows about
Yeah.
sexual things, but I no longer do content, so I'm just a spectator.
oh, you no longer do content, so we can go on there and find you if we want to pay our little fee.
Frankie,
More-
fix your mic.
More dick than belly.
Shit, you might find me.
Raise it up.
__. They might find you.
You
no,
say what's your
no,
name on
no,
More
no,
more
no.
dick than belly. __.
You guys know I was in a
My
porno.
video be done came up.
I was in a real one.
No.
Phil, why were you in the porno?
I just moved here to Florida back in 2006. I was in a porno called Big Boy Bounty. It was like a parody of Dog the Bounty Hunter, and some blonde lady was fucking a bunch of fat dudes. So why not?
I'm finna look at it.
You got the video?
Are you serious?
I do have the
Put a
video.
plug in.
It's on-
to me.
Put a plug in. Plug us.
Can we see the cover? Like it was like a VHS.
Yeah,
I mean, just Google Big Boy Bounty.
Big Boy
it's-
Bounty.
Reno
I'm sure it's
somebody
somewhere.
Google that, man. I don't want
Big boy bounty.
I don't want that to be the last thing in my catch when
Now we
the-
picking up our phone.
And why were you googling?
Can we not talk about that? You probably I haven't seen it
It's
though.
one called Big Boy Bounty Hole.
Big,
Oh.
big that's the sequel.
That's the same. But yeah, Pornhub. There's a message. It's only in Florida though, but it's a message that says there was a law that was passed, so now they have to have some age verification, and they don't want to do that, so they're just going to eliminate
Do
Pornhub.
y'all know what is
in
happening
Florida.
with these kids?
Good.
These kids be logging on the Pornhub like it's their school account. Do you understand me? Every left and right, the kids they is on Twitch with it. They is on the Game Boy with it. They on Alexa. They is on Alexa with the porn. Do you understand?
But don't you think though that I'm gonna put myself on camera again? Don't you all think that every single problem in the world could be solved with a hand job or a blow
I
job?
knew you was gonna say something
Or,
like that.
or if prostitution was legal, if
Exactly.
prostitution was legal, porn was legal, so many wars wouldn't happen just because there's so much sexual oppression throughout the world, throughout the millennia. You know what I'm saying? All these problems could have been solved.
Wars start by two things, Phil:
What's that?
And
religion and men.
And if men were able to,
It's
fucking
actually
get that
religion
freaking
and
hand
women
job.
actually.
No, women
can't
solve
blame
the
them
problems.
for-
Men
Women
feel
don't
they
solve
fuck a tree.
women solve the problems.
Y'all,
He's saying because of women, they go to wars because of women.
Where's my camera?
Because of pussy.
exactly?
Yeah.
That's
They
what
go
he's
to
saying.
war over
He's
pussy.
but it's the men making decision to do so.
Lay, what?
I know that.
I get what you saying. It's the men making the decision to do so.
He just want to say what's the problem.
you know they do.
supposedly.
Women, we just be looking at y'all side eye like this. And then y'all be wanting us to come be a nurse on the battlefield.
You always say it again. They go to war.
No, that's
over,
enough. I don't want to hear it again.
What happened?
they go to war over pussy.
Speak up.
They be so gay, but it's okay. Like they want to start whole wars over.
They
this shit.
want
Like,
all
bruh,
men to be
come on.
gay. I don't understand it.
No, all men started with women, so you got to trace. But that's neither here or there.
That's true. That's a fact.
right. You
That's
gonna
an
be
absolute
soft
fact.
for to the end of the world. You are gonna be soft.
That's an absolute fact. But I will say, I mean, because I will say this: watching people have sex is not natural. But I will say that
Neither is toilet paper.
that's true. Exactly. So it's where we are as a society, but that's a rite of passage in the same token.
Yeah, spot
As a
the
12, 13-year-old boy, you gonna discover. Well, in my generation, you gonna discover, your dad or your stepdad's CDs. Booty Talks 1, 2, and 3. My personal favorites.
got VHSs.
No, they DVDs.
You started on VHSs, didn't
I
you?
did start on VHSs.
I had a feeling.
VHS. See, but the thing about VHS is you had to remember where you started so you could rewind to that point.
Oh, when you was using your daddy VHS, you had to rewind it back to his spot because he gonna know what spot.
He gonna know what spot he because as I become a man, I know why he knows that.
What's the reason? What's the reason?
Because you finish where you finish.
Literally, you be knowing when you finish.
Like, let me rewind back here.
Like,
Yeah.
I gotta get back to my spot. That's a good spot. And now all people got to do is slide that finger. Slide it. Ain't no going to press a button. People be right in bed, laid up.
Imagine your Wi-Fi fuck up. Oof, you pissed.
But let's start a petition, man. Let's get Pornhub back online, man.
It's already going in like 30%
I disagree.
of the states. It's not only Florida.
Ban that shit.
Why you want to ban Pornhub?
But it's too
because you on there.
Sex
No,
is too.
listen. Kanye said something years ago, and
Come
it
on.
made sense because I kind of stopped like my porn usage because it made sense. You watching people get violated over and over and over. Them
Yep.
girls don't know they've been violated, but mentally, them girls fucked.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You
Yeah.
watching them get violated over and over and over
Yeah.
and over. It's not healthy.
Y'all seen the girl who had sex with 100 men in one day? It was
Yeah, she said she was fucked up.
It was, and then the thing is, she had sex in somebody Airbnb. So the Airbnb host came out, and they was like, "What?" They asked the Airbnb. I didn't see it, but I seen the headline and said Airbnb host speaks out about the girl having 100 men, and I'm like, yeah. I just, like you say, I just feel like it's not a laughing matter, but I'm like, do these women ever think back? You know what? I ain't gonna even
They're
go
not
for it. Do what
thinking,
you
they're
do. Do
just
what you do,
going
sis.
through
I'm
their
gonna mind my
trauma.
business.
No,
I'm gonna mind my business.
but it is. I mean, in all honesty, and we'll move on from this. But like watching people have an intimate moment is not a natural thing.
I don't think
We're not
so.
designed to watch people have sex, but we live in a foul world where that's
I
kind of
was
the
just gonna
norm.
say, what would you title that if you don't consider it a normal thing? What would you title
Well,
it?
Voyeurism.
They call it voyeurism. I knew that, but what would you like?
Well-
You're saying it's not natural.
Well, I'll
so
take
it's
back
voyeurism is natural.
I'll take back normal because it is the norm.
Okay.
But it's not natural. It's not that's why we're over sexual. We're hypersexual.
Oh, hypersexual.
Because so we sexualize everything. If you see a lady
breathe.
in the park giving breastfeeding her baby, we'll say why she got her titty out. She's feeding her baby.
Literally.
I have to constantly take jokes from men who think they funny when they always trying to be sexual.
Well, at me then. At me.
Huh? At Jeremy, they're all like, I can't even walk the mean streets without a nigga saying, "Why you ain't smiling?"
Oh my God.
I don't believe that because you be smiling.
I do be smiling, and they still be asking me that. That's what's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's a weird
I be
conversation
like
starter.
that.
They're underdeveloped mentally because there's so much other shit. to
It's
talk about
it's
in
other
this
things
world.
to say like
There's so much other shit. I talk about fish. I love fish.
I love when somebody
I'll go
comes
swim
up
with
to
a
me
fish.
with like, they can just kind of be more genuine. Just be more
Be yourself.
genuine.
You might get a pussy faster.
You will.
amen to that.
Yeah.
Shout out to getting pussy faster. But is there any more news?
No.
You had anything else?
I was going to talk about that one thing, but like I said,
Now talk about that one thing.
Talk about that one thing.
nobody don't want to hear. Well, first of
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Let's talk
Get it
about.
crack lacking.
Let's do. Hey Phil, we gonna label this white people shit.
That's what I'm saying. I just want to first ask everybody: are you interested in white people drama? Like, when you hear some white people drama, what did you go? You go, because I go to the comment section and everybody say, "What you want from the corner store?" That's what I see in the comment section. Anyway, what I was going to talk about was Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, and the dude who
The co-star.
You say the who?
Co-star, whatever his name
What
is.
is his name? Yeah, the co-star Bandoni, right?
Yeah,
something like that. And you know a little bit about it, right? So basically, they're in a lawsuit.
Hold
right
up, Jay.
now.
You know about this shit?
I do white people drama,
I should've
black
known.
people
See, that's why I
drama,
love that Jay
yellow
said.
people drama,
Jay, tell us about it. You
brown
gotta-
drama. No, I don't know about this case.
Okay,
though.
so basically, I just feel like it ain't about much. They're going back and forth. If y'all remember what happened last year with Johnny Depp and how it was just messy, I just feel like it is a repeat of that. And they telling us too much shit that we don't care about. But people is tuned in because they ain't got shit else to do with their life. But
it's a court case.
it's a court case.
Wasting
It is.
people's
It's gonna
fucking money.
all they're gonna do is get out in these cases and they're gonna say things to embarrass themselves.
But what's the case? So okay, let's
Defamation.
Let's back it up.
Defamation.
Back it up. Explain what's going on.
So the co-star is suing. I'm sorry, Blake Lively is suing her co-star for basically defamation, trying to make sure like the ratings are crashed or just stuff against her, like putting out to different like bloggers to talk negatively about her. So that's what she's suing.
Yeah, that's the main case of it.
But who's she suing?
The co-star. So
Who's the co-star?
there's a recent movie they were in together, so that's why.
What's the name of the movie?
Hell if I know.
Is
But
it This Ends With Us? Is it that movie?
I
This
think it's
Ends
some-
With Us.
Yes, I think that's what it's called.
okay, yeah, and his name is Bandoni.
Well, that's their karma. That's what I told
Bandoni. You said I say karma.
That's their karma. Fuck them people. The fuck?
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying my question is, do black people?
No. Do you know that book was made originally literally about a black woman and a black man fall in love, and then somehow Blake Lively's cast it? Nobody give a fuck about her.
So everybody said, a lot of people said in the comment section, they was like, "This is a good way to promote y'all movie."
Maybe.
Well, the
Maybe
movie been out. The movie
It's
been out.
been out, but we all talking about it.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't watch movies that black people aren't in.
A movie we ain't
When
gonna
they not
watch.
main character. I don't watch movies where black
really
people not the
love me a
main
good
character.
Corny white movie.
No, I watch movies that black people aren't the main
Me
character,
too.
but make it interesting.
I
Nobody
don't.
give a fuck about her. She is Gossip Girl. That is her ending.
That's
That is it.
I was just
She is
like,
Gossip Girl. She
I
must
just
stick to
feel
that.
like Ryan done jumped in. Supposedly, the guy who she is in it with, he was saying that he was like pretty much like Ryan Reynolds came at him aggressively, and that's his fight back or whatever. But what do they call aggressive?
Child, they pulling the Drake. Anyway,
This is the aggressive.
they pulling the
That is
Drake.
totally white people shit.
Yeah, you don't do that to my wife anymore.
I'm gonna
No, he
file
basically,
$100
like,
and sue.
I think he did the same thing, like try to get him to not get a deal or something, or
Something like that.
Yeah.
Something to the effect of defamation. That's what the whole court case about. But we can move the hell on because
Yeah. So with that being said, I love that we sloppily covered that because I don't watch white people shit.
Right.
Shout out to them.
shout out to them.
I hope.
But we love the white people.
So,
because-
shout out to white.
Ooh.
Let me not confuse that with the white people who like to watch this show and would like to be sponsor this show. That wasn't to y'all.
That's what he said.
We just don't want to watch that.
You just don't want to watch that.
We
That's
just
all.
don't care about their drama. We
I like
care
Gossip
about,
Girl.
We do love
I
Gossip
love
Girl.
Gossip Girl. She ate that shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that concludes the news. Dun dun dun. You got that sound effect, Phil?
No, I don't have that.
Okay, we'll do it in post. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. But this is the first show of the new year, quote unquote. Which I know Lay got a lot to say about the new year. I love Lay. I know she got a lot of shit to say about the
My New Year's in March, so
Okay.
It started March.
yeah,
Pushed it back.
that's when everything is starting to grow and the flowers are alive, not when it's dead.
Almost like that's the beginning of the year, huh?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
That's crazy.
Not when it's dead.
but according to is it the Romans say this is the new year, right?
Gregorian.
The Gregorian calendar say this is the
Some
new
nigga
year.
named Gregory
Yeah, shut up.
Gregori.
said that we are going to go by this schedule.
You gonna go by this schedule, and so this is the new year. And so since it's the new year, because I didn't tell y'all what I did for the new year, but I basically did some old man shit. I drank some monkey shoulder that I got from Don Miller, and I fried up some fish and made some rice and shit like that, and just
What kind
chilled,
of
went to sleep.
fish?
No.
Just some what it was, catfish.
Come on now.
Yeah,
I'm
I
a
just made
catfish type
and
of
just
girl.
kind of chilled and had my scotch and just went to sleep, man.
Listen, I hear you out, and I'm never too woke to follow traditions only because it's how I grew up.
Mhm.
I'm never too woke for it. You need some black eyed peas in your life on the New Year.
So that's what I want to get into.
You do.
What does the black eyed peas do?
Grapes
Look,
and shit.
that's like when you walk in the door with money in your pocket. Look, when you sit under the table eat grapes, you finna find you a nigga. Look, like it's just
Well,
all
I'm not
about
trying
luck
to
and
find me a-
prosperity. But it's just about using the energy right and prosperity and all that stuff. So
So those are rituals.
it's rituals.
Rituals.
Yes,
Shout
it's
out,
rituals.
Shout out to all the church folk who call everything witchcraft, but said I need black eyed peas.
Them
But
girls-
but what are the grapes?
You eat 12 grapes under the table, and you're gonna find a man. But don't say what kind of man.
Baby,
That's why you
I
hoes
ain't
need to be
never
careful.
heard that in my life. Well, I was on somebody post and they said put 8 grapes in your booty hole.
Whoa.
Like 8 grapes in the booty hole. I am not. That was you, Jeremy. You wrote the 8 grapes in the booty hole.
No, I didn't say nothing about no booty hole.
You did.
No, I didn't. I think that was D Rug. Shout out to D Rug, man. D Rug said that was D Rug.
Somebody wrote you got to sit on the table and put 8 grapes in your booty hole, and I said, what? I never heard of 8 grapes eating.
And hoes be wondering why they attract bombs and stuff. You literally sticking grapes in your ass.
That's not true.
Is that why you get bums? Is that why they get bums?
It's like what?
8 grapes in the booty hole.
Yeah, because I feel like people go against what they do naturally. You don't even know you're doing a ritual, girl. You might as well just go ahead and go through it.
Jay, you put grapes in your booty hole? What goes in your booty hole?
Nothing.
A
Okay.
fango.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so we got the grapes to define a man. The black eyed peas is for luck.
For luck.
Yeah, look.
What's the collard greens?
Oh, they just go
They
with the
just
black
go
eyed
with-
peas.
They just go to black eyed peas.
They just good. They just good.
Okay. What's the laundry shit? Why you can't watch the laundry?
Because that's a signal of you having to something all year long. It's
I
like,
don't know. I
it
ain't
was
gonna lie to
something
you
on
because
that.
I don't do everything, but I know that that's how I grew up, and I'm gonna still continue certain traditions just because my family around me are they like it. You know, it's one of those things.
So people in the comments like put what's the laundry shit? Because I want to know. In the black eyed peas, in the grapes, do they go in the booty hole? I'm being serious. I don't know nothing about.
I don't know.
I
I
know
don't
the
know nothing about
answer.
it either. So when I seen it online in the booty hole, I was like, "Is that real?" I'm not playing.
Phil,
No,
Phil, what's
making
the
it- but
Phil? What's the
joking.
answer? Phil say he know the answer. Is it the booty hole or the
No, it's the laundry.
okay, the laundry?
It's because it can cleanse away good fortune and for the upcoming year. So you don't do them the first day.
Oh shit! I did. Sham. I watched that. I watched that.
all
Day.
year.
You're not supposed to bring dirty clothes into the new year
So I'm supposed to wash before the new year.
and clean your whole house.
Why y'all ain't telling me this
But
shit?
then this my thing though. If it ain't the real New Year, y'all doing that shit for no reason. That's why y'all life be in fucking shambles.
Well, Chinese New Year.
yeah,
Chinese- is
it's
it the
so
Chinese
much.
New
It's
Year?
so much other different New Years. I can make tomorrow my New Year's, and guess what? Whatever I believe gonna happen, and that's exactly what's happened to y'all, and that's it.
I
I
respect
agree,
it.
Lay.
That's all.
It's a mental thing.
It's a mental thing.
People just choose to think that January 1st is the start over. And I like it for some people because some people really need it. They
Right.
need that.
They need to grow up.
Right.
I mean, they do need that. But they some people really need that pinpoint of when I need to make a change. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Other people who are self-motivating and stuff like that, they don't necessarily need January 1st because, it's just a lot of people in the gym on January 1st. But I think it's necessary.
With that being said, because that's why I like Gen to Gen because I get different perspectives from different generations and different genders. You know, a part of the reason why I assemble women along with Phil being a producer, but I've assembled women because women are more tapped in and in tune in these kind of things. And and what I like about Lay is in tune with looking deeper, and having an outlook based on a deeper outlook on just cultural norms. That's why it's fun to talk about like the new year, because this is based on a Gregorian calendar. I always say look at nature and look around you, and it'll tell you what the truth actually is. And obviously, if it was a new year, then it wouldn't be around the time where things die. But I think at the same time, because we do live in this country and we follow social norms, this represents symbolically a reset, even if it's not an actual reset, I guess. But with that being said, people have New Year's resolutions or things that they like to do or they like to start or continue or do better at or improve. So what's your resolution?
I was just gonna say to that extent, I was going to ask. I feel like a lot of people, that word resolution has become such a, like, taboo that people kind of change it to like the changes I'm making, or they call it something else, whatever's in your heart, or whatever like that. The goals I have, or things like that. Something for me. Oh, I feel like y'all should come back, but I really did have one.
We can come back. Lay what you got.
My resolution?
Yeah. Something you want to do.
Come down to earth and stop giving a fuck.
That's definitely a...
I respect it.
Yeah.
What about you, Great Butt?
Oh my God. I would say to be a more present friend.
Oh man.
Okay.
So
expound.
I think I don't want to say get older, because everybody goes through things, but I feel like if we grow and I guess look inwards, I think we sometimes need to realize like how we show up for people as well, and always try to reflect on that.
You a bad friend?
Probably.
Oh no.
A part of growth is a part of growth is having an honest self-awareness. Because just because, even if you consider yourself a bad friend, that doesn't make you a bad person.
Yeah, I don't think it's even about being a bad person. You can always show up more, right? And generally, if you're not showing for others, you're probably not showing for yourself either.
Ooh, clock it.
Respect.
I like that.
And to expound on that, I think personally, I feel like the energy that presents itself with the people that you allow around you is a reflection of the energy that you put out, which is essentially what you're saying too. So like when you feel like you're not being a good friend, or you feel like you're not giving all you can, then you probably aren't. But also it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean there's malice in that. It doesn't mean that you are attempting to be inconsiderate or not care. Sometimes we just be so absorbed in ourselves. Sometimes and life happens.
Yeah, I think you could be a good person and have bad times, right? Mm-hmm. And that's why friendship should be able to understand that and not place, too much importance on, I haven't heard from this person in 1 week or anything like that. So I don't think even wanting to work on your friendships may make you feel like a bad person. It just may mean wanting to show up more, I guess.
I have an idea.
What you got, Phil?
So, Jeremy, you know everyone here pretty well, right? I would assume so. I would say you know us all pretty well. Why don't we flip it a little bit? Since you're the host of the show, why don't you give all of us a New Year's resolution for us?
Oh man, now y'all gonna want to fight
me,
man.
That's so messy.
Yep.
Because I want to fight.
Let's go. You want to start with me?
I'll start with Phil, because what I'll say about Phil is a workaholic, and that resonates with me because I overextend and overwork, and it's a trauma response or like a busy response to to negate or to avoid like depression or anxiety or those kind of feelings, and I think that the best course is to have time for yourself. Take time for yourself that doesn't require work. And that usually does more for your anxiety or your depression when you take time for yourself. You take care for yourself. Do things that you like that's just for you, that doesn't involve being a father, a husband, a podcast producer, or even what you do in your other job. Because Phil has literally 3 or 4 jobs, and he's a father and he's a husband. So I think it's important to find things that Phil likes that doesn't involve anybody else's fulfillment or enjoyment.
Well, that shit was gone now. Thank you, Pornhub.
That was where you at.
As far as Jay, I would say for Jay, it's important to leap for an overthinker, to just jump and do it. And even if you fail, you did it, especially when you're so guarded by overthinking. So it's important to just have some spontaneity, just do it. And wherever the chips fall, they fall. And because you're overthinking, because you overplanned, even if you do fall, you're prepared. You know what I mean? I think for I think for Lay, don't take your youth for granted. I think enjoy this time because time is funny. You wake up, and then you're no longer 26. You know what I mean? So even if you enjoy certain things about relaxing and kind of being in your maturity because you have a demeanor of a very mature person. So everybody comes on, they say, "Well, who's the Gen Zer?" And that's like Olay. And so I think for you, I think it would be good for you to revel in being a 20-something with only responsibilities that you choose, which you are, which a lot of people at 26 would revel in, would be envious of, or people 30 would be envious if they're 26 and they had the life that you've created for yourself, even with the experiences that you have. Obviously, the way you talk, the way you think, you've had experiences that's much deeper than a person normally your age, or even someone who's my age, to be honest. Frankie talk all the time, so like
We do.
And I tell her without her asking me unsolicited, so she usually gets mad at me and argue with me, but
We be going at it, y'all. But it's all love. That's how you're supposed to be, though. You're supposed to have real conversations. And
yeah,
I like it.
but
Come on, Jay, because he over here like Frankie ass want to argue.
yeah, because I mean, I think with Frankie, it's one of the 4 agreements that it's a very important one of the 4 agreements is don't take anything personal. And so I think because you love hard and you are tapped into your emotions, you take things personal, especially from people that you love. And sometimes that'll hinder being able to be present, be in the moment. You know what I mean? So maybe be more present, be more in the moment in times where your feelings may be hurt. Does that make sense?
Nope.
Fair enough. But with that being said,
I like that.
Great job, Jeremy.
I think in closing, I think like I said, I don't believe in necessarily New Year's resolutions. I believe you should resolve to be better every day, to question everything, which is a motto that I live by, and it's kind of like the theme of this show, is to question everything, and it's about having a conversation about the conversations, having a conversation about different perspectives. I believe that what you see, believe nothing of what you see, and even less of what you hear.
With a grain of salt.
And I appreciate Lay, and I appreciate Frankie.
We appreciate you too.
Who when I took over this show was an idea that Phil created. He created this idea to basically teach teach all the tools that he's acquired on how to make a great podcast, and teach that to Tiandra, who's not here. That's the genesis of this podcast. And then he asked me to take over this podcast, and I said, well, what I want to do is I want to add more
Voices,
preferably women. So nothing is by chance. I do a lot off the cuff because I planned. And so I plan to have beautiful, intelligent, passionate women, smart women. I plan to have Malaysia here. I plan to have Frankie here, and for that, I appreciate the growth. In every episode, we grow,
baby.
We grow, we get better. We learn how creating a podcast is hard. Broadcasting is hard. I know it's something that everybody does now, but it's really tough to really do a good job. And so I appreciate allowing us to grow in front of you. I appreciate you guys get trafficking our website, gen2genpodcast.com, the YouTube, Gen to Gen, Facebook, Instagram. You find all those on the website. I appreciate, like I said, I resolve to do better every day. So when I decide that I'm going to shift, I start doing a lot of things at one time. So I do multiple podcasts, and they all are different by design. They all show a different facet of myself, and they all present some form of expression. And so I appreciate you guys allowing us to grow. I implore you to grow. I implore you to ask questions that you've never asked. I implore that if anything that I say trigger you, perhaps examine what I've said and then see if it makes sense. And if it doesn't, so be it. At least you had the conversation with yourself and the people around you. And to quote the great Jerry Springer.
Wait, we ain't done yet, bro.
What you got? Oh, okay.
You got
I done put my headphones
I forgot.
on.
Oh, my bad. I forgot.
I mean, I was just letting you vibe.
My bad. We got okay. So,
All right, so I'll bring us in. Okay, so if you guys did not get a chance to see the last episode we had, which was the Christmas Mayhem episode, really, really fun show. Make sure you go watch that right now or after you've finished this episode. We introduced a new segment called Ask Frankie / Ask the Gen, and it was a hit. So we have a new feature on our website. If you head to gen2genpodcast.com, you click a little button right in the corner. It says leave a voicemail. And guess what, guys? We got one. So we got a question here. I don't even think they left their name, though. They ain't follow the rules, Jeremy. But so this is a question for Frankie. So, Frankie, are you ready for your segment here?
I'm ready.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull up the volume here. Does everybody have their headphones on?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do? Everybody does? Okay.
Yep.
All right, here we go. I'll put it on the screen here, but boom.
Dear Frankie, so I've been dating this guy for about 4 months and things been going well. When we met, he wasn't at the best place in life, and I was okay with it because I understand we all go through struggles. So we've been seeing each other every day and going out often, and I've been paying for everything. So this past week, he's been moving funny, texting, and then calling me less, and just being unavailable. So finally today I spoke to him and just wanted to know where we stand. He then tells me he was no longer interested because I had a lot of good things going on in life, and he didn't want to be with a woman that's financially better off than him. I'm hurt because I thought a man would appreciate a woman that stands by his side when he's down, but all I did was get left. What should I do?
There we go. This week's Ask Frankie.
It sounds like she wanted a son more than anything. I ain't taking
She
care
like
of
she
no
want to take care of somebody.
nigga.
Huh?
Yeah, she better than me.
What do you say, Jamie?
She needs to do nothing. That's
Absolutely nothing. Let it unfold.
Find somebody better.
I feel like she should let it unfold. And if unfolding is him unfolding himself away, it's a plus. Like, why? I'm not going to say why you would want. I don't think it's necessarily that a woman has to go in expecting something, but you should expect something, at least reciprocation. And it don't even sound like he was reciprocating with feelings or emotions or whatever she was putting into it, whatever you were putting into it, he was not putting into it as well. So I see it as a win on that. I don't see, if you go and ask him questions, I mean, what is your expectation that he comes back and he's there and he's still not giving and he's still not reciprocating and he's still not, what's the expectation? I think that you should take that as a lesson learned. Like a lesson learned, learn from the experience, go out with that same mind. I think your heart is good. Your heart is in a good place. It's not wrong at all. But I really think that you should reevaluate the fact that of what you were looking for really from him. If he didn't have anything to give you, not even his feelings. So maybe reevaluate what you are looking for from the person and kind of make it like have the communication. Because I'm always going to leave at the communication. Was there conversation about it, or was it just like we just got comfortable in the situation and it was decent and I feel like he was going to keep moving? That's what I was, in my mind, I'm thinking that you thought it was just going to move that way, when Jeremy says it all the time, and I believe it is true. You should be very purposeful if you're trying to be out there dating, and he wasn't on the same page as you.
Why do some women fall for guys like that, though? Like, those guys are that same way when you met them.
For real, that's what I'm thinking.
Because me and Jeremy both know someone very particular who, Jeremy, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And this is their life, and they complain about it all the time, but they don't want to change. Why is that?
It's loud, right? Me too.
You can take your headphones off now.
Oh, okay. I forgot what I was gonna say. I think a reason a lot of women may end up in this situation is not because look at the situation. She's not getting anything from him, right? And she's not requesting anything from him. So it's just how we look at men who may date younger women. If you already have yourself established where she's able to give to him, she's only looking for his love. And if he's saying that he doesn't want to not be a partner in his relationship, she should respect that. She's not wrong for how she's going about it, but she wouldn't be getting anything more.
That's what I.
What about you, Lay? What you got to say, Lay?
Can I be honest?
Be honest. Take the headphones off too.
A lot of women want control.
Ooh,
She wanted control, but everybody don't want to be your child, and that man didn't want to be your child, and that's just what it is. He didn't want a second mama. He already got a mama that's gonna do for him probably because he ain't shit. So just move on and find somebody who's willing to be equally yoked with you, because there's no reason for you to be out there looking for a child.
But she's looking for a child, so that's what she wants. Because if I was him, I would leave too, right?
But yeah, because if he's a man, my ultimate thing is if a man is not holding himself, they're like, you kind of like, if a man is not holding himself, he cannot make you happy. I believe that if a man is not happy in what he does professionally and internally, then it's going to be hard for him to bring you happiness. He'll be unsettled if he can't provide. If a true man can't provide, if a true man can't, just make you feel happy without him having to be latched on to your happiness, that's a real man. Like, he's just not going to be settled. I just don't think so. I felt like he walked away because there was a lot of times that he knew he didn't wear no pants in that relationship. He had no say-so on some things. And I think the lowest of men would be very settled there.
Well, what I'll say, sometimes the answer is just simple. He just wasn't that into you. He wasn't interested in that way. That's what it sounds like. It doesn't sound like, because put it back on the screen, Phil.
Yeah.
Child, he ain't interested in himself.
It just because she says that when we met, he wasn't at his best place in life, and I was okay with that because I understand we all go through struggles. So we've been seeing each other and going out often. I've been paying for everything.
No, hold on. She said every day. How you expect this man to make all this money if he got all this free time? How you see him every day?
Yes, it's because this is what it seems like. Because it's funny. I just had this conversation on the way here. This woman called me and she asked me for my advice, and I don't really give people advice, but I give my perspective on certain things. And it was a similar conversation to this, ironically. And it sounds like she was so ultra aggressive in finding like a soulmate. And sometimes you just gotta date people, like just date once a week or once a month, whatever, however y'all date. But like every day we going to do something, and I'm not where I want to be financially, and you acknowledge and understand that, and you want to go out every day, even if you're paying. That's counterproductive for me as a man.
Exactly.
Because I'm not able to figure what I'm trying to figure out. You want to go out every day, or like you saying that he's texting funny or he's moving funny. He's busy trying to figure it out. If my shit ain't right, I'm not comfortable doing anything.
You shouldn't be dating.
Right. And it sounds like it was a casual dating experience for him, and she had other plans. And so when he sensed that, hey, you got other plans, I'm finna back up out of that because and focus on me. That's what it is, and that's what dating is. And it's nothing to write Frankie about, even though we appreciate it.
Definitely write me, sis. I
Right,
love
her.
Because she really asking a really like she's asking this question because she need an answer. You get what I'm saying? She's really undecided, and I just want you to put some more value in yourself. And I feel like a lot of women devalue themselves, thinking that you need someone else to make you happy and like in somewhat way fulfilling your what was the word you said? Her power.
It's just, I think it's just more so like a psychological thing because a lot of people want control of situations they don't
do.
have control over. So why would you even write in asking about this man if you know common sense wise he ain't doing what you want him to do and you still want him? You want control of the situation, period. That's just what it is. And you don't have control over it. So you might as well walk away and find a situation you could have control over or find somebody who gonna
stop
control
trying
you.
to be in control of
It's
people.
not
See,
serious.
that's why
trying to control people.
That's why people think Lay be lying by her age, because that's basically what it is
She got wisdom.
yeah, because it sounds like, and this is with a lot of people, this is not a woman thing or a man thing. Some people not over a relationship because they didn't control how it ended.
Mm-hmm.
If she would have texted him like, hey man, I can't pay for everything, man, have a nice life, she would never write this letter. But because the worst thing to get is not to get dumped. It's to get dumped by somebody who never deserved you. It's just like, what? I'm supposed to dump you. What are you talking about? It's not working.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's unfair.
Yeah.
I think it's unfair to say that that he wasn't deserving of her, right? Because it seems as if she was in a place in her life where this is consistent with her life. She's able to go out every day and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not realistic to his situation.
Absolutely.
Right? So people need to understand, if you're dating out of your means, you have to be more understanding.
Right. And that's a perfect bow. If you dating outside of your means, because I don't get caught up in like social construct things like who makes the money, who buys the whatever, but I say that up front, but also when I am in a situation when I'm with the woman, I do like to pay and all that shit, but so I'm talking out of both sides of my face, but at the same time what I'm saying is, when you're dating outside of your means, like she said, it's important to understand who you're dating. And because it's easy for you to say, yeah, he's not where you want to be, but then we go out every day. You're not thinking about or considering what he going through at all.
Mm-mm.
And that sounds kind of bizarre. It sounds kind of one-sided.
I don't want to beat up on my home girl. I don't want to beat up on my home. Y'all beating up on my home girl.
I don't know.
She's
Need to
looking
get
for
it together.
reassurance. So I think she's looking for reassurance. So I don't think there's a place to beat up on her. But I think it's more to understand, if you guys aren't in the same place, you have to be considerate, right? You also have to understand that if you're consistently, like, yes, you may pay for it, right? But he's going to feel obligated to do it. You're not giving him space to actually to live his life or be able to make the decisions, because she's continuously wanting to control that because that's where she's at. And it's unfair, but it's not out of malice. It's just unfair.
Yeah.
I think the main take of it is nobody agrees that you should have been with that man. Nobody. Nobody.
Literally.
Yeah. You on your own on that. And it's time to move on. You need to go find somebody who can meet you out every day or whatever. He can meet you out because he got him a good job. He in a good space. He can share a smile with you, share time with you.
Even so, if she find a man like that and he still control the situation, she still might not be happy because she ain't got control. It's really
You just
a
think her
personal
things-
psychological thing.
Yeah.
I done did it before. I didn't know. I was like, damn. And then the whole time I want to control over the situation. I didn't like the nigga.
Yeah.
I would say all the time.
That's what she just said is most important, because what this sounds like is main character syndrome, where you not even considering him at all.
He's feeling
You know he broke.
Yeah.
Why you wasting time?
Yeah.
I was just gonna say off of what you said, like she had to release that control. That's one thing that I do all the time, and tell myself that I don't control how people feel. I don't control how they act. I don't control any of that. All you can do is come in and be yourself. but you can't control how they're going to react to you being yourself. Now, it does sound like she was very bold in writing that letter. So it sounds like she's true in being herself and saying who she is. And that's understandable, girl. That's understandable. But hold back a little bit.
But you shouldn't,
Huh?
because you stated that she, like, why wouldn't he want to be with her if she has her stuff together? That's not why he doesn't want to be with you.
No.
Yeah.
You can't put, like,
That's how he stayed for 4 months. Because you didn't have your shit together.
So, like, don't
And
place,
you gotta do
like,
stuff.
That's what they got in common. They both want control. He don't got it, so he gonna leave.
But I mean, but that's what it is. You get what you are at the time you are that
But
thing.
I do believe that there are relationships out there that have started from this scenario.
I don't think the issue is money. The only reason she has an issue with the money is because he stopped texting her.
Yeah, it's not. It's
she
never.
don't care about
It's
the
not
fact
about
that
the
he
money.
can't help.
I don't think she
she's
cares.
placing
That's
that-
what I'm saying.
She wanted to go her way.
Yeah, it's not because it's never money. Like let's get
if you really care.
let's get that out of.
If you care.
It's never social constructs why there's an imbalance. Those are the way that you describe the imbalance, but it's never the social construct.
It is a social construct, right? Because if she feels, because I'm pretty sure that feeling as if, like, if I have myself stuff together, right? That's her saying, like, I am better than him, right?
Yeah.
So she's already putting herself in a space where she feels like socially she is doing better.
Right. But that's why I say it's never about the social construct, because the way that's exactly right. Because what she's saying is, and this is what people don't understand. Like, I hear women say this all the time where they like, I got my stuff together. I got a good job. I got a good house. Like, that's not having your stuff together for a man.
It's not.
That's not what.
But men do
That's not
expect it.
true. It would be if the man was where he needed to be.
But even
in her
where they
idea.
need to be, they still be
Child, no,
expecting
they don't.
it.
I used to get
I
treated.
don't agree with it. I'm just
For
saying,
real, like,
if the
I'm
idea
even-
was the same. They
it's-
just don't seek out people in
I
the
done
same
got treated.
space.
Them men don't care. The
Yeah,
richest
like-
of the richest man, they don't care. What
we
you got.
like we it's never a.
So only broke men care.
Bro, man, kill because they want to compete. It's
wanna
about control.
compete.
Yes,
'cause they need somewhere
it's a
to
control
stay.
thing.
Like-
Broke men care. Thank you, Lay.
Rich man know they ain't got to fight for compete with you against
So what
control
you
because they
telling
already
her?
know where their position is in life.
She
That's-
dating a broke man.
No, but it's what it boils down to is you get what you are at the time you are that thing. They both are battling for the same thing. It's control. They won't control the situation. When she's saying like a rich man don't care about that, it's because a rich man's his outlook on romance is different than somebody who has to worry about
But I don't
how
think
much
it's
the dinner
necessarily
costs.
A rich man. I think a man who knows how to provide for himself. He too is not worried about a woman's.
Yeah, but that's just
I done dated the cheapest rich man in the world. I swear to God.
That's what I'm
and this
saying.
nigga was really like, he was there, he was in it, he didn't care about the other stuff.
Oh, no.
But them broke dudes, they care, and
They
it's
care.
almost like
Yeah.
you want to compete with me.
because it's not even like a. Because like she's saying broke dude, which is a harsh way to say it, but it's basically
Brokey. That's harsh.
yeah, but it's basically y'all both at that level where finances still matter, and so you guys are going to have conversations about finances that matter.
That's why they older. Call it a day.
And with that, this has been Ask Frankie. Hey, Phil, how do you contact Frankie?
It's real simple. Just go to our website, gen2genpodcast.com, and you can click on the button on the right side. It says leave a voicemail. Leave us a voicemail, or you can actually fill out our contact form on the same page as well.
Talk to me.
Yep.
Talk to your girl.
Frankie, where they find you at?
You can find me on Frankie Italia _ on Instagram. Hit your girl up.
Just on Instagram?
Everywhere else too. Pornhub too.
Okay.
Psych, I'm not on Pornhub.
Yes, you.
They
I've seen.
canceled it.
I seen Frankie
I can see
Italia
it.
there.
We got VPN.
Right?
I seen naughty step auntie. I seen it.
Why she got to be the auntie?
She called herself
I
auntie.
definitely do.
Lay, where they find you at?
Tired up.
Period.
Tired up being whipped, but
Lay, let's never do that again. I don't want to hear about you tied up.
find me at LeisureLay _ on Instagram. Even though I don't be on there, I'm a TikToker. So find me on TikTok
Until January 10th
until January 19th.
or 19th. My bad.
Yeah. I'll be at the court date.
You going to the court date?
I need to. They got me fucked up on my TikTok.
MissOverkink.com. Where they find you at?
This is gonna be long, but I need to change it. So you can find me on Instagram is JC, so JAYCEE _ Chester. So CHESTER.
Period.
So JC_Chester.
But there you go, man. Hey, this has been Gen to Gen. I will say that as the Gregorian calendar presents, this is New Year's. And for people with New Year's resolutions, Godspeed. Hopefully it works out for you. For people who don't, maybe resolve to do better every day. Have plans for yourself and execute those plans. At any rate, be present, be happy, or at least be present while you find you're happy. Watch the news or don't watch the news. It is what you intake. What you think is real, and what you don't believe, perhaps it isn't. Mm-hmm. I'm Just Black, the real Just Black on Instagram, IG, Twitter. More dick than belly on Pornhub. When we free Pornhub, by the way.
I'm more belly than dick on Pornhub.
Shout out to Midget the Stallion. That's my favorite porn star. She's a midget.
Midget the Stallion.
With that being said, thank you guys for tuning in to Gen to Gen. Catch up on our episodes beforehand. Our Christmas episode was pretty phenomenal.
Check us out, y'all.
Thanks for supporting the channel on YouTube. Thanks for hitting the click on the Gen to Gen podcast.com, the website where you can get all things Gen to Gen, where you can stream Gen to Gen, wherever you get your podcast, Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcast. If you listen to it while you're driving, a lot of people drive, truck drivers, they listen to Gen there. So go find us there.
You on YouTube, subscribe down below.
Definitely subscribe, man. We're growing every day. If you'd like to be a partner with us, you like us to advertise your brand, you like to come on and be a guest, you go to the website. We are looking for some interns or people who like to contribute, preferably some 19 to 25-year-old Gen Zers
who want to learn how to podcast.
That's
the point for this podcast for me as well. I'm teaching my apprentices here.
Right. So if you like, this is the state of podcasting, not only in Florida, but all over. So if you like to learn how to podcast, if you're in the area or you're able to travel to us, you will learn everything. You will learn how to run a successful podcast. You will learn how to make money doing a podcast. You will learn how to be an on-air personality from Phil, who has 15 years of podcasting experience and broadcasting experience from major broadcasting networks to being the largest podcasting orator in the state of Florida, or me, who I kind of do all right myself. You get to meet Frankie, you get to meet Lay. They have their shoulders out.
You get to learn from Frankie. You get to learn from Lay.
You get to look at me.
There you go.
Period.
However you want to do it, but at any rate, thank you for watching. Take care of yourself and each other.
From pen to pen, the state again. Podcasting crew, Gen to Gen, let's go. Yeah, Gen to Gen. Podcasting, know we at it again. Past the future, always here for the win. We hold it down, the movement will never end. Yeah, Gen to Gen. Podcasting, know we at it again. Past the future, always here for the win. We hold it down, the movement will never end.